UConn and Iowa. The Hawkeyes now compete against them here to earn Caitlin Clark her first national championship game. What's going to happen in this one? Well, I'm actually going to go to one of her key helpers in this feat. I'm going to go to Sydney Falter. I'm going to say she goes over 13.5 points here. This seems a little low for someone that is riding super, super high on confidence. And she's from Chicago, so I got to give a little Chicago love here to the girl. Since Molly Davis's injury, she has ramped up her playing time, and she's really ramped up her aggressiveness as well. She had 16 and 15 points in her last two. She had 13 just 3 games ago, which is obviously getting cooked here if you looked at that one. But I do think that because she's going from a rotation player to now playing 35 minutes a game, she's going to have an opportunity to step up for her team. Everyone's going to have eyeballs on Caitlin Clark, and guess who can dish off the ball better than anybody? Caitlin Clark can find her open teammates. I think that Sydney Falter absolutely knocks them down and gets to 14 points or more in this one. Jared, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I think everyone's betting Iowa tonight. So now that we're seeing 3.5, be a little careful laying the 3.5. I think if anything, there's value on the other side. But the prop market, to me, upside. So 3 times in the last 15 seasons, guys, a player has had 28 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block in a women's NCAA tournament game. All 3 times this tournament, Paige Bueckers. That is how absurd of a run she is having. And she's going to play 40 minutes in this game. She's going to be on the floor. She's going to have the ball in her hands every single possession. The offense runs through her. And I know Caitlin Clark draws a ton of eyeballs, and she deserves it. Gino Auriemma has done actually a pretty decent job defending Clark in their 2 matchups prior. So keep an eye on that for her point prop. But for Bueckers, 26.5. I mean, goodness gracious, averaging over that in the tournament. I'm betting rebounds, assists over as well. But for the one I'll give you in this specific segment, I'll take Paige Bueckers' points prop over 26.5. Iowa's defense not great, and she is going to have a ton of volume tonight. Very short bench for the Huskies.
I can't fade Caitlin Clark. No. I'm going to lay the chalk. Hey, why? Again, Jake from State Farm has got bulging biceps. He's going to come after me. I'm scared for my life if I fade her. So, look.
Out of all the fans of Caitlin Clark, he's the most scared of Jake from State Farm.
I'm just being real. I have nightmares about Jake from State Farm just beating me to a bloody pulp. But I will say this. Caitlin Clark is going to go out there and get just buckets galore, and she's going to be dropping dimes. She might mess around and get triple-double, quite frankly. I know UConn is a more superior balanced team on paper. Top 10 EFG offense on the season. Top 10 as well in defensive rating. But who's number 1 in effective field goal percentage offense on the season? It's the Hawkeyes of Iowa. They're shooting 37.9% from way downtown, and UConn, number 151 in the country in 3-point percentage D. Collision course rematch from last year's Final Four, South Carolina, Iowa, imminent.